Hey guys, and welcome back to Squawk Talk. Today we're going to be looking at some of Microsoft's Flight Simulator multiplayer features. So a little over a month ago, Flight Sim announced the multiplayer features for the game. Over the past few weeks I've took a more in-depth look at the multiplayer and what it means for the players. So here's a breakdown of what I've learned. One of the first features is one shared world, where they set out with the goal to bring all pilots on the planet together in one online world. They were able to do this using the power of Acer, which provides multiple clusters of servers. In other words, servers have become active depending on the amount of player volume they receive. This enabled them to include all the features they wanted to. On the multiplayer dev blog they mention that this is seamless and that there is no configurations needed. In more depth, this basically means that when you click to play, you will be automatically inserted into a server which has the lowest ping according to your location. Now this is the bit that excites me the most. In multiplayer gameplay, as well as having the simmers flying around, they have included real world traffic, so if a flight is active in the real world, the flight will be active in the game. Well, most, if not all, real world flight, and for an extra backup, because it would suck if they lost signal and thousands of planes disappeared, for the server they have implemented a system where AI takes over the real world flights until the connection is re-established. Moving on, we'll look at ways to engage, such as game modes. With it being one single world, they have gave us filters to choose who we want to fly with and how we want to fly. If we break this down into game modes, the first one is going to be called Live Players Only. Live Players Only will be for the die-hard simmers, experienced sim pilots who want to fly by the rules. Flying in this game mode means a few things, such as flying with real-time live weather. They have gave us the choice whether we enable real-time traffic in this mode, but if you're playing this mode, you'll be expected to play by the rules. For example, flying to the correct heading or altitude given by ATC, which could be a sim player or AI. The next mode is All Players mode. In this mode, you can see everybody and you can fly by whatever rules you want. This is definitely the mode if you want to land an aircraft in your own street. In this mode you get to choose if you want your weather real time or if you want to fly in your own filtered weather. This mode would be best for flying around, discovering different parts of the world, maybe somewhere you'd enjoy going on holiday, or even going and testing out different aircraft models. In this mode you can basically create your own partition of the server where you can create a group, invite your mates and have a laugh, test some features out or even challenge each other. Moving on to technology. The developers have built multiple clusters around the world. When you're connecting to a server, you're connected to one of these clusters which are part of a shard. These shards are basically data servers that you see on most games. They are usually named by region, such as West Europe, East USA, and like other games it will automatically suggest one based on ping, but you can pick your own shard manually if you want to. The servers will automatically optimize the data you receive, so an example they have provided: if you are flying, you receive all server information for planes within a 200 km radius, and for multiplayer traffic you would receive the same 200 km but are limited to the 50 closest planes, but remember this changes as your plane is moving. The multiplayer differs from single player. They have done this to save the bandwidth in situations where thousands of players would be in the same area. I need to mention, this all may be limited to your machine. If you have the minimum recommended system, you might not see the closest 50 planes. So if you're holding out for an upgrade, now's the time to do it. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest flight simulator information.